Welcome back, everybody, to the OPT Network. This morning, we're joined by Fran Phoenix from Cleco. They are connecting Louisiana's future, and they're always on the front lines of being the change that they want to see in communities, things like helping seniors. And so this morning, Fran joins us to talk about how they're doing that. Fran, good morning and welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today, Carlette.
Absolutely. So I'm glad we're not here talking about hurricanes.
Exactly. We've had
Or
our share.
some weather event, because now it's not just about hurricanes. Sometimes it's just about those hard rains where people lose
Exactly.
power and have all sorts of challenges.
I call them pop-up showers.
Pop-up
It could be
showers.
a clear sunny day, and all of a sudden, the weather just comes out of nowhere. Torrential rain. What they're experiencing with the storm in Florida, a lot of rain. So thus far, for the 2021 hurricane season, we haven't had a major storm yet. But the forecasters did predict an active hurricane season. So we're not out of the woods yet.
Right.
So there is still time to plan if you have not gotten a storm plan ready
Right.
for the 2021 hurricane season.
And I know for us, we always talk to our State Farm agent, Rosa Fields, and she really talks about preparation and cutting those trees back, those tree limbs, and just things that a lot of people we really don't want to do until the storm hits, and usually it's too late.
Exactly. Making sure that you have an evacuation plan. That's key in hurricane preparation. Testing a generator in the event of extended power outages. You would want to make sure it's ready and that all you need to do is put gas in it. You have to treat your generator like any other piece of appliance or equipment. It has to be worked on. My husband tests our generator every year before the
So he just starts it up.
Yes, to make sure and lets it run for sometimes 30 minutes to an hour. And if there's any issue, then he'll take it somewhere and have it serviced. So that's part of being ready, checking your insurance documents, making sure that you have adequate coverage in case you had to file a claim. Another thing that I've come across, Carlette, is making sure you have pictures of items in your home. Sometimes if you have a claim,
I never thought about that.
Pictures
of items?
Because you can't describe it. Think about it. Sometimes you see stuff every day and it's so normal. But if it wasn't there or if it came up missing or damaged or lost, you need to be able to describe that to the insurance provider.
And you can prove that you did have it.
Exactly. So we encourage our customers to take photos and videos of items in your home. And it also depends on the type of policy you have.
Right. So, but so far, I mean, is Cleco doing anything? Is there any preparation that you guys have to do for when those storms?
Oh, for sure. Year round. Because as you said, we have hurricane season is hurricane season. It starts in June and it ends in November. But even before hurricane season, there is a possibility that we could have bad weather. The February ice storms, totally out of the norm.
And I never would have thought when they said ice storm, I'm like,
never.
It's not going to happen. And if it does happen, the ice is certainly not going to stay on the ground as long as it did.
And it was bad. It was a very bad ice storm. And that's just one example. We have to be ready year round. We have to maintain relationships with contractors because for storms like Delta, Laura, those are hurricanes. They were major hurricanes. We have line mechanics that work for Cleco, out every day of the year. But when we have a major storm like that, an ice storm or a hurricane, we have to bring in resources to help because we don't have those resources on hand that you need to respond to a catastrophic storm such as a hurricane or ice storm. And that is the norm for most electric utilities. They all use contractors. And so you want to make sure you maintain those relationships, that you have your logistics in place. You'll need fuel. You'll need hotels to house them. It's a major operation. So we don't just start planning for hurricane season in May. We plan for hurricane season, ice storms, and other storms year round.
And one of the things that you guys are working on right now is efficiency and helping seniors. Why was that something that that Cleco felt they needed to focus on, specifically their seniors?
We always try to do some type of initiative for our elderly customers because one, they're they're more vulnerable than our other customers because of age. The heat in Louisiana can be devastating, and some of them are on fixed incomes. And so
probably most.
Exactly. So we partner with the Council on Aging offices. There are probably 30 across the state. 20 of those are in our service territory. And so we reach out to them because we've had the fan drive for a number of years. And it's not that we won't have that again. This is a pilot program. We're testing to see how this is received, and the benefits of it we think are great. And so we wanted to roll this out. We reached out to our Council on Aging offices and asked, could we partner with them to give away the LEDs and then let the customer sign up for what's called an on-site residential weatherization audit. And so the short word for it is home energy audit.
Okay.
And it's like a checkup. You know how you go get your wellness checkup or you audit things, you check up. This is a way to do that for your home. And so it's a home energy audit. And our elderly customers, Carlette, because of the pandemic, may not be totally comfortable having contractors come in. We understand that. So we have what's called an online home energy audit as well. And so if you're not comfortable with professional contractors being on your property, you can go online and do the assessment, and it'll ask you a few questions about your home. We have to have some data to give recommendations. So that's an alternative. But for this particular initiative, this is about our elderly customers. And you can reach out to the COA in your area. There are 20 of them. For
Council on
Rapides,
Aging.
exactly. For Rapides, it's the Rapides Senior Citizen Center. In other parishes, there's the Iberia Council on Aging. Each parish usually has a facility. And so starting July 6th through August 12th, you can go and pick up 2 packs of LEDs.
Okay, so tell us what's special about LEDs.
LEDs are they are taking off. In other words, a lot of customers may not be very familiar with them. So this is also a way to promote the use of LEDs because they are so much more efficient than the traditional bulbs. So they last 25 times longer and they use up to 80% less energy.
Wow, 25 times longer?
25 times. And you can get that information on the website, energy.gov. So this is the new tool. This is the new technology. I have them in my house, throughout my entire house. And Carlette, I rarely have to change a bulb.
Really?
Right. Really, this is for real. I did an interview earlier, and one of the young ladies said that she had a home energy audit and that they changed her bulbs. And it was just a good testimony to have someone else actually tell you the benefits of the program. So this energy efficiency bulb definitely has more benefits than the traditional. And so when the customer goes to the agency, you have to present some evidence that you're a Cleco customer, so a copy of your bill. And then, of course, the senior citizen facilities, the COAs, they have their own guidelines. We don't want to circumvent that or try to put more on them. The one that I spoke with today, she said that if they're registered with them, that means they're a client, and so that's who's going to get the bulb. Now, you may be thinking, well, can I get this if I'm not an elderly customer, which is usually 60 years old and older?
Okay.
Well, yes, because this falls under our PowerWise program, and PowerWise is our energy efficiency program. And so if you don't qualify under this initiative, you can go to Cleco.com and read more about the home energy audit, and there's some Q&A there, and you can find out what's necessary to sign up. We have professional contractors across the state that will come in, do a diagnostic test of your home. I've had it done. This is for real. And this is a part of the cost of service to our customer.
Right.
As a Cleco customer, our job is to help you save energy where possible.
And if you save energy, it means your electricity is going to go down.
It should. That is the ultimate goal. I can't ever give a customer.
Right.
I had someone
you don't want to say but it's going to help it.
Because the less energy you use, the less kilowatts that will be charged on your bill. And we all have different habits and lifestyles. So what I use a month is like 1,500 kilowatts.
I've
I have
never looked at that.
4 people.
I never look at that.
These are the factors that play a role in
Really?
your usage.
Mhm.
The higher your usage, of course, then the higher your bill. The lower your usage, the lower your bill.
But certainly we're probably going to be using more because of the humidity and the heat, right?
In the summer months, for sure. And that's part of this initiative for our elderly customers. We know that usage is higher in the summer, especially June, July, and August. And so we believe that the energy efficiency, the LED bulbs, having a home energy audit, lowering your thermostat to 78 degrees if you can, because everybody's comfort level is different, cooking outdoors if you can, using your heat generating appliances at night, like dryers. I wash and dry my kids' clothes at night.
I never thought about that.
Yes, like 9 p.m.
So you get more efficiency at night?
Exactly.
Okay.
All those things in combination help lower your KWH, kilowatt hour usage.
Wow.
So it's a combination of things. And so that's what we're promoting. Energy efficiency throughout our service territory, but we're definitely targeting our elderly customers right now because of the reasons we stated. They can get 2 packs of LEDs with 4 bulbs each. And if they're comfortable, they can sign up for the audit. There's a little registration form. And then once the distribution period ends on
August 12th.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Then the professional contractors will reach out to the customer to get a date set to have the audit done.
Really? And so what's the audit going to consist of?
Okay, so the audit it's a very unique process because like I said, I've had it at my house. So they come in and it could be 1 to 2 or 3 people and they seal your home up. They will seal it up like an envelope. The goal is to make it tight because you don't want the air to seep out through cracks and holes.
So they literally seal it up?
It's kind of a wraparound. That's what I call it. And so and it's basically a diagnostic test because they don't know where the cracks are. So they've got to be able to find them.
Okay.
And so this testing allows them to see that. And then they will tell you, okay, well, you need this, this, and that. And so let's say you need more insulation in your attic. They are prepared to put more in there.
Oh, so they're going to put it in there
on site. Now, depending on the what's going on in the home, they may have to come back later to do the blown-in insulation. But if it's something they can take care of right then and there, they will.
So they're doing this insulation checkup or efficiency checkup at no cost to the customer.
Right, and
they're putting in what you're going to need to make your home more efficient?
I know.
What if it's going to need windows?
Now, Carlette, there are various measures that we will take.
So it's really going to be more like insulation or?
It's attic insulation.
Okay.
What's called faucet aerators. So in your sink, you know, the way the water comes down, there are aerators that will help conserve, because, you know, your hot water tank, all of that contributes to your energy usage.
Wow.
Because it's running if you have an electric water heater. And so that can be replaced. Shower heads, they're called energy efficiency aerators and shower heads.
Really?
Then you could also need a smart thermostat. That's something that can help with your usage because you can control the time of day in which the air comes on and goes off. They could make a suggestion for other things, but the things that they'll actually be able to do on site could be the insulation in the attic and what's called duct sealing. And so in your attic areas where your duct work is, and you could have holes there and they can seal that up and make that tighter so you're not wasting energy.
Wow.
And those are just some of the measures that they actually perform once they do the testing, and then they'll actually tell you what's necessary, what you qualify for, and what they can do on the spot.
Great. And so for those seniors, Fran, that say, okay, you got my attention, but I'm not computer savvy, and I'm not going to be able to go online and do it, how can they pick up the phone or how can they get somebody to help them so that they can get the process started?
Okay, so for the senior who needs, you don't need a computer or a form online to do this initiative. This is set up through the Council on Aging. offices. And as I said, there are about 20 across our service territory. But I see what you mean. If you're not on computer, savvy, you may not know the names of them. So I can read some of them off, Carlette.
Okay, go ahead.
The Acadia Council on Aging, Allen, Avoyelles Parish, Beauregard, Calcasieu, Campty, DeSoto, the Eunice Food Bank. They don't have an agency, I don't believe, so we partner with the Eunice Food Bank there. Evangeline, Grant has a Council on Aging, Iberia, Natchitoches. For Rapides Parish, it's the Rapides Senior Citizen Service Center. It's Red River Council on Aging, Sabine, St. Martin, St. Landry, St. Mary, St. Tammany, and Washington.
Okay.
Most of our seniors are familiar with these agencies because they go there for other programs.
Right. So all they have to do is just
reach
ask
out
for
to
it.
that agency starting July 12th.
Okay.
And they will distribute the LEDs for Cleco. And what you need to do is present a copy of your bill. And most of the seniors are already familiar with the agencies because they go there for other services. And so if you're a registered client with that COA, then they're going to give you 2 packs of bulbs. There are 4 bulbs in each pack. And then they will ask if you want to sign up for the weatherization audit.
Okay,
it's a simple form. They complete it. They're going to ask a couple of questions to confirm that you're a Cleco customer. And then once the distribution period ends on August 6th, they will start calling, meaning the professional contractors will start calling the customers who sign up for the audit, and then they'll ask you some questions, and then they'll schedule a date and time to come do your audit.
Okay, good.
I know it sounds too good to be true, but it really is. This is a real benefit.
Right, and it's legitimate, and for those people that are wanting to make sure that you have efficiency and that those bills don't go through the roof. I mean, because it's hot, and then eventually we'll be going to cool weather. And so these are just some things that will help in that process.
Right. And as I said, it's the home energy audit. It's the changing of the light bulb. It's managing your thermostat usage, keeping it at 78 degrees if you can. And doing
78?
78 in the summer.
Wow.
But that may not be comfortable for everyone. It depends on your climate, the climate in your home. I try to keep mine at 78, but that's where you start seeing savings.
All right.
That's our recommended temperature, 78 degrees. So it's a combination of that and these other benefits that help save energy. So you're hopefully lowering your energy usage. And that should definitely help our seniors. During the summer months and all year round.
Good. So 78 is the target number if you can. But before you got to go, Fran, tell people how they can go on Cleco's website just to see all of these, services that you guys are providing.
So Cleco.com, you can find out more information about the home energy audit because that program is part of PowerWise, which is our energy efficiency program. So if you don't meet the guidelines for this initiative for the elderly, you can still sign up for a home energy audit because that program is a year-round program.
Good.
And that information, as I said, is on Cleco.com. We're also promoting the initiative for the elderly on our Facebook page at Cleco Power. And you can always call our 800 number, 1-800-622-6537.
All right. There you go. Fran, thank you so much. And thank you for all that Cleco is doing to connect Louisiana's future.
Thank you, Carlette.
Indeed. Hey, everybody, stay on point. We're back with more right after this.